Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mpow M30 Plus earbuds. These come with the 2600 milliamp charging case where you can actually charge your phone in a pinch if you need to. So it's got a USB-C port to charge the case and then a USB-A port to plug in a cord to charge your phone. I don't normally like earbuds that don't have stems. I don't know, it's just a personal thing, but these actually fit pretty good. So I've been using these for a little bit over a week now. So I'm gonna go for a bike ride here. I've been riding with these this week, and then we'll talk about what I think when I get back. So we do things a little bit different on this channel. You know, you can see a dozen reviews about these earbuds. You can go get the specs, you can go hear the marketing lingo from other channels. We like to slow it down a little bit, and I am gonna give you the specs and what you need to know about these, but really the focus is on what should you consider if you're thinking about buying these earbuds. If you're looking to make a purchase decision, how can I help you as a viewer? So I started this channel because I spent hours combing YouTube, looking at product reviews, trying to find the questions to the answers that I had, and coming up short. I just couldn't find out the information that I really wanted to know. So I may not get everything you're looking for here today, but I'm gonna try to give you my perspective on these earbuds. These are the Mpow M30 Plus True Wireless Earbuds. So I am going to walk through the specs, but I'm also going to talk about what I like about these, and there's a couple of issues I have with them that I want you to be aware of as well. However, I will say this up front. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I was going to say that I like this product, which I do, but let's get into the review so that you can hear what I like about the Mpow M30 Plus True Wireless Earbuds. All right, so a few things about the specs. These are Bluetooth 5.0. That means they're the latest Bluetooth connection, so they should connect seamlessly with your phone, and they actually do. As soon as you open the lid, they start connecting with your phone, and by the time you have them in your ears, you're connected and ready to go. So that's definitely a positive. One of the things that I look for in earbuds is connectivity, meaning, am I having to manage Bluetooth settings on my phone, or can I just take them out, put them in my ear, and be ready to listen? Obviously, I have AirPods, and those work seamlessly with my iPhone, but do these work the same way? In terms of connectivity, they do. So they are just as good as your AirPods. As soon as you get them out of the box, put them in your ears, they are connected, and they are ready to play. Now, one of the things they don't have that AirPods do, although I find it kind of annoying sometimes, they don't have the feature where when you take them out of your ear, they're not sensing that they've been removed, and so they pause the music. They don't have that feature, but if you put them back in the box, close the lid, at that point, the music will be paused because you've taken them out of your ears. So these are $42.99 at the time of filming this video on Amazon. I'll put a link down below if you're interested in picking these up. So we're talking about sub $50 earbuds here, and for that kind of money, I mean, I think these are definitely worth it. I mean, for that kind of a price, you could buy a pair and not have to worry too much about losing them. Although I'll be honest, I'm at the point where making a $50 decision is still a pretty big decision when you're talking about things that are a convenience or things that are not necessary, like earbuds. I don't consider earbuds a necessary product. They're nice to have. And so if you're in a position to be able to pick some up and you're looking for some cheaper earbuds that are high quality, you should definitely take a look at the Mpow M30 Plus. The other thing about connectivity that works really well on these, and some other earbuds actually don't work as well. For example, the Jlabs I have here don't do this as well. And that is, you can either use these earbuds together. So I can stick both of these in my ear. Oh, hold on. So I can put both in. And I can start the music. Turn it down a little bit. And then if I take one out, so I took the right one out, music's still playing in the left. I put the right back in. I take the left one out, the music's still gonna play in the right. So they work by themselves in terms of the left or the right being in your ear. Not all earbuds that aren't AirPods do that, but these work really well in that way. So you can seamlessly use them together, or you can use them separately for example, the biggest reason you'd want to use them separately is if you're on a phone call, because these are inner ear buds, they do close off, they create a nice tight seal in your ears. So it's hard to hear your own voice. So when you're on a phone call, you probably want to take one out, do the phone call, and then put it back in, if you're listening to music or something like that. So these work great if you're looking for a set of earbuds that you can use either the left or the right independently. Which brings me to the microphone test. So let's give this a shot here. So I'm gonna put them back in. All right, pause this here. I'm gonna use voice recorder on my phone to record this. Then I'll sync it up to the video here so you can kind of tell the difference. So let me pull up voice memos. All right, so this is the Mpow M30 True Wireless Earbuds microphone with both of them in your ear. So you can kind of hear what they sound like. Obviously, they don't have the stem. So one of the things I always worry about with earbuds without the stem is the microphone it has to be, more of a wide range in terms of looking for your voice. So how much background, noise is that going to pick up? So let me try taking one out now. Let me take out the left one here. And drop that down in there. And then let's see. So this is a microphone with one of them in your ear. I don't know if we'll listen back. Obviously, you're hearing this. I haven't listened to this yet. So as you're watching this video, you'll be able to make the determination of how the microphone does. I'm in an office setting here, so keep that in mind. I'm not outside, but this will give you a good feel for the microphone. So let's talk about the selling point of this case, of what makes the Mpow M30 Plus wireless earbuds the plus. So what's the plus in the M30 Plus? And that really boils down to this case. So this case packs a whopping 2600 milliamp hour battery in it, which it does two things. The earbuds by themselves get 5 hours of playtime, but with the case, they actually have an added 95 hours, or a total of 100 hours of playtime. So if you're traveling on a plane or have a long drive, this is definitely the case to have with you so that you can recharge your earbuds on that long trip. But there's also an added feature. So you can actually remove the front of the case, and there's one, it does charge via quick charge USB-C to charge up the case, but also there's a USB-A port there. And what you can do with that is you can charge your phone with it. So plug my USB cable in, put the iPhone in, and you do have to press the button to start the charger. There you go. That is now charging my iPhone. So pretty handy. So if you need to top off your phone, let's say, again, you're traveling and you're on a plane or something like that, or you're in an airport, you don't want to plug your phone into one of the ports that's in the airport because you could get a virus or something like that. Take this guy with you and you've got 2600 milliamps. It's not quite a full charge for a phone, but it's more than half. So that's pretty handy to have. So that's really the main difference between the M30 and the M30 Plus. I've done a little bit of research. It doesn't seem like the earbuds are different between the two products. However, I do know that the M30 earbuds will not work in the M30 Plus charger. So you have to get the M30 Plus earbuds to work in this charger. So these offer 6mm polyurethane drivers, and what Mpow's calling audio equalization. There's not an equalizer. You can't adjust the audio bass or treble or mids. They've kind of gone in and made the adjustment themselves, but these sound pretty good. We're going to talk about sound more here in a minute. We're going to compare them with the Jlab's, AirPods, and the Aukey active noise canceling headphones. So we'll talk about kind of how they sound in comparison to those. The other thing is they are IPX8 certified for waterproofing. What that means is if you look up IPX8, the rating means they can be submerged actually more than a meter of water. It doesn't give you the actual distance, but that's pretty solid in terms of waterproofing. So if you're looking for a pair of earbuds to work out in, definitely the Mpow would be a good fit for that. No worries about sweat, no worries about rain. Also, I want to talk about fit. These fit really nicely in your ear. I've been riding with these this week. No worries at all about them falling out. They kind of disappear into your ear a little bit, so they're not as visible as AirPods or other earbuds that have stems to them. So that is one of the benefits of these being kind of truly the bud type of earbuds. But you get a nice tight seal on your ear. I use the large ear tips, but I get a nice tight seal, which makes them actually sound pretty good. So good fit, no worries about them falling out, get a good quality sound out of them. Have enjoyed using them on the bike. So let's round back around on a couple things here. So let's talk about the case. So we talked about the battery being in the case. It is a larger case, so I am gonna match this up to AirPods here. If you notice, it is quite a bit thicker, it's quite a bit longer. It's not it's about the same width, but it's a pretty slick plastic. I've actually dropped it a couple times here talking about it. And because of that, and because it kind of has rounded corners and rounded edges, it actually fits in your pocket pretty nicely. So let me hop up here. But I mean, it goes in. Now you do get a bump, so you definitely are going to get kind of a bump from it, but it does fit in your pocket pretty nicely. So I've actually enjoyed carrying these around in my pocket. It hasn't been that big of a deal to me. Although they are large, you are going to get a hump on them. So let's do a quick sound test here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle through each of these. All right, so let me pop in the AirPods first. All right. So I always get from my AirPods, I get kind of a bit of a muffled sound. So the bass is really nice, but the mids are a little bit muffled on the AirPods. So let's try the Mpow. And I may be going back and forth between each of these. All right, Mpow, you get really solid bass. It's really a nice, what I would call maybe a profile. They've done a really good job in terms of plenty of bass, plenty of mid, plenty of upper. It has an all around even sound to it. So it's not, bass heavy, although there is plenty of bass. So you're definitely getting bass coming out through this. All right, so next up, let's put in the Aukeys with active noise canceling. All right. So I don't know if you've watched my Aukey active noise canceling review yet, but these things sound really good. So these have actually 10mm drivers in them. And because of that, you just get an overarching, more forward sound profile. So bigger bass, bigger mids, bigger uppers. These sound really good. Now, would I say the Mpow sound better than the Aukeys? No, they're close. I mean, at this point, but these are really good overall sounding earbuds. I would put these on par with the AirPods. Actually, I think I would probably prefer the sound from these a little bit more. But I do like, the Aukeys are kind of my favorites right now, besides the Liberty Air from Soundcore. Those are really good as well. All right, so let's check out one more here. Let's do the Jlab. All right, so definitely better than Jlab. These sounds, I don't know how to explain that. The sound quality here just not as good as either the Mpow or the Aukey or the AirPods. So they also don't get that loud, but they just kind of sound a little, the audio sounds a little digitized, maybe that's the way to explain it, or a little edgy, degraded maybe. Just not as good. So I would put Mpows up there with AirPods. These have a great all-around sound. They're 6mm drivers versus 10mm drivers, so I feel like the Aukeys just have a bit of a heads up over the Mpows. But if these are what you're looking for $42, you're not going to go wrong. So this Aukey does not offer as much water protection. They aren't rated as high as the Mpow. Obviously the case doesn't have as big of a battery either. So you just have to pick and choose here. If you're looking for something that's going to do really good for you for working out, go grab the Mpows. They sound really good. They get loud. They have a great fit in your ear. That was my other complaint about the Aukeys. They didn't fit that well for me until I went out and I bought some custom foam ear tips, and that kind of really helped in terms of fit. So in terms of fit, I would definitely put the Mpows above the Aukeys. But yeah, great pair of earbuds. All right, so let me do I forgot to do player controls. So let me roll through the player controls real quick with you. And then, because there's some interesting player controls here. So one tap to play or pause. Then the other thing you can do is you tap and hold on your right side to go volume up, and then tap and hold on the left to go volume down. So it's turning it down. 3 taps for Siri. All right, so there's Siri coming up. I've got the iOS 14 public beta, so it looks a little bit different. So to go forward by track, it's 2 taps, or reverse, it's 2 taps. To answer a phone, it's, let me look. Yeah, double tap to answer the phone, and then just hold 1 second if you need to hang up a phone call. So those are the player controls. So basically, let's get down to the bottom line here. If you're looking for a pair of earbuds, why would you want to select the Mpow? And really, I think it boils down to price. You know, the $42.99 price is really what makes the difference here. If you're not looking for the larger battery, you can actually get the M30s for even cheaper. Right now the M30s are $10 cheaper. So if you're not worried about having an extra battery in your case and you're looking for a solid pair of earbuds for $32, then go get the Mpow M30. If you want the battery case, get the M30 Plus. Otherwise, great sounding. Get the extra battery to charge your phone. They have a really nice fit in your ear. So there's 2 downsides to the M30 case that you need to consider if you are looking to purchase these. I have had issues with audio syncing when I'm watching YouTube video. It doesn't happen all the time, but every now and then the video will just get off and it'll lag behind the audio, or the audio will lag behind the video, not sure which one. But just the audio and the video get off listening to them in these. And so at that point, I have to kind of restart the video or refresh the video to kind of get them to resync. And it's because of there's lag regardless in any earbud. And that's why they actually have Bluetooth 5.0. It's to help with that. And it does something called audio AV syncing, audio video syncing. And so it's supposed to be syncing, and I think sometimes that gets off with these. So that is something that you will experience if you're buying these. So if you're not using these for just music and you're using these primarily to watch YouTube, just keep that in mind. The other thing is, I didn't have this issue today while I was out riding, but the other day it was kind of windy. But the other day I was riding, and the left earbud would go out every now and then. I think it's because of the wind was interfering with the Bluetooth connection, but just keep that in mind. I had that small issue with these as well. But otherwise, these have been really solid. And, you know, other than the YouTube, I think the YouTube thing is an actual issue, but other than that, I would definitely recommend these earbuds to you. So if this helped in your purchase decision, you know, give me a subscribe, give me a like down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you end up buying these, I'll put a link down below if you're looking for them on Amazon. But if you end up buying them, let me know what you think once you get them. Would love to hear from you. Let me know what other products you're interested in, and I'll have another video for you coming up shortly. All right, thanks guys, I appreciate it. Peace.